Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This time I am going to use the scrapbook kit that was prompted by Victoria Marie Facebook group, and she challenged us to create our own kit. And so this is from part of the stash that I'm using. I am actually going to start a layout, and my base for this layout was this paper. It's from Kaiser Craft from the Blue Bay collection. It's called Placid, and I'm using this paper, and I already started with some multimedia stuff. I used, can you see that? I used some modeling paste and some Recollections and Heidi Swap shimmer mists and some spray. I am going to be scrapbooking this photo, and I am also going to be using this scrap. I can't even recall from where that's from, but it's all from my the stash that I talked about in the previous video, or in another video where I showed my kit. These two are from the Webster's Pages collection, and then I also decided that I was going to use this, and I'm fussy cutting some flowers, which I'll show you later. These are from the Photoplay hashtag Think to Remember, the Family Ties collection. I'm also going to be using, or I'm going to try to use this paper from that same collection, this striped pink or peach corally, light coral, My Mind's Eye paper from Market Street. I am going to try to use some of these elements from, oh dear, I think this is Jelly Bean Soup, I'm not too sure. And then some of the sticker elements. I have some more decorative pieces. Those were the papers. I am going to try and use this chipboard wood set. This is from Michaels. This is from the Scraptastic kit from March 2015. And then these elements are from Simple Stories. These three right here. And, oh, so is this one, this 11, and this August, because that's the month and the year. This tag is from Simply Pastel from Recollections. These hearts, this chipboard flower, and this die cut are all from the Simple Stories collection. I think it's Life in Color. And then here are the fussy cut flowers and a stack of more of the flowers. I already fussy cut some of them, and so I'm gonna try and get a few more. And then it has little blue flowers in the pattern paper. And I'm going to try and accent those flowers by cutting them out in tiny little circles. So they're gonna look like little circles. And I'm gonna try and pepper those around the layout. So that's gonna, oh, and lastly, for more embellishments, as if I didn't have enough, I'm going to use this Remarks sticker sheet set. I'm not gonna use all of it. I have a plan to use this one and maybe the flowers and the ampersand and the hearts. Maybe, I don't know. This doily, this Thinking of You flag, these puffy stickers from Mambi, maybe the So Awesome, the Love You, the Thinking of You, and then I think this one and this sheet from the paper washi from Carpe Diem from Simple Stories. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward, and I'm going to go ahead and start the layout. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here I'm using one of my circle dies on one of the cut apart sheets from Webster's Pages, I believe. And so what happens here, that I'm trying to show you, is that I used some Tim Holtz tape, and I didn't think it was going to be that strong. It pulled off part of the letter. It pulled off the Y. And I was like, what's going on here? Why is it doing that? I was so upset. But anyway, it's one of those things where they say that mistakes are just the opportunities for embellishments. So what happens here is one of the flowers, I think, just kind of fell over that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just cover it up with a flower. So I wanted to use this doily because I had used texture paste to use the 2015 one of the Scraptastic one of the Scraptastic stencils from 2015. I can't remember which month. And I also sprayed it with some Heidi Swapp mist. I am pretty sure. The Simply Pastel, the green shimmer. And then that doily I wanted to use also because I used that green shimmer from the Simply Pastel collection from Recollections, not from Heidi Swapp. I did add some Heidi Swapp mist also, but in the form of drops. And I tried to use this paper, this background that I'm using, and it's from Kaiser Craft. And it already had the distressed corners and the part of the wood grain where it says we don't remember the days, we remember moments. And it has a green print towards the corners also. On the top left, right, and on the bottom right-hand corners. And a little bit right there towards the picture. In the middle, on the bottom left-hand corner of the picture, you can see some of the distress up close. Here I'm using one of the Jelly Bean Soup cut-apart sheets. I believe it's from Jelly Bean Soup. I'm not too sure. I cut the branding strip a long time ago, and I don't remember what it was called. This camera that I'm gluing down towards the bottom right-hand side is from the Life in Color from Simple Stories. I'm also using some of the flowers from that same collection, either in a sticker form or in a cut-apart sheet or in a die-cut pack or the chipboard form. And also, I cut out some papers from the Kaiser Craft. No, it's not the Kaiser Craft collection. It's the Photoplay called Family Ties collection. So I'm finding some space, and I know that the picture is going to go right there, kind of center, a little off center to the right. And the Follow Your Heart is going to go up on the top left-hand corner of the picture. I'm finding places for all these florals that I cut from the Photoplay paper, which I really liked. And this wooden embellishment here that says love you. And I kind of make a gesture, and I'm pointing to something there, I guess around his shoulder. But I guess it also brings your eye to their faces because it's near their... like it's by their shoulder and it's near their faces. So I wanted to emphasize that. I did put florals really close to his face. And I didn't mean to, but there was a person there and the picture was blurred and it was a red shirt that they were wearing. So I didn't really want to add the florals next to the person, or else it was just going to have this big red blob. And so I tried to cover up as much as I could of that person. I also made some gestures about like visual triangles, and then I point towards her arm, and I don't know why I did that because I don't even end up putting the little circle dot there, but I cut out little blue flowers with a circle die, and I used the little navy blue dots from the center of the circle to kind of make visual triangles. I try to make that with the florals and the wood veneer and the flare, or the florals themselves, and also with the bottom right hand embellishment cluster and the ones that are flocking the picture on the left and right. So here I go doing my little visual triangles, and I don't know why I pointed to her arm or near her arm there, and this was a while back. This was made during the beginning of August, and it was for a challenge that the Victoria Marie Facebook group, she put out a challenge to make our own kit. And usually I'm really good about making them for the page. I just pull out stuff that I need for the page in general. And sometimes I just overpull, but I'd rather just overpull than be looking for embellishments later on. So here I have a few close-ups. And I'm showing you that I'm using the Webster's Pages Life is Good sheet from Painted Passports. And I gutted it because I liked that saying and I liked that wood grain. And what I do after is I went back and I used some sassafras paper to kind of flatten it out, because
The mixed media kind of made it all, it wasn't flat. It was very warped, the paper, afterwards. So here are some close-ups of my picture. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And hit a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know if you like the new format of the editing that I'm doing. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon or in the next video. Bye!